Today I'll show the movie Never Back Down, watch out and take care. The movie opens up with a boy named Jake Tyler who helps his high school football team win an important game. A frustrated player from the opposing team makes taunt about Jake's father, who died while driving drunk into the hot-tempered. Jake starts a brawl. Spectators capture the brawl with mobile phones and video cameras. The brawl is uploaded to YouTube after the mash. His friend asks if he's going to be able to hang out later, but Jake tells him that they're moving to another city, so he's going to be busy with packing. Jake lives with his mother and his younger brother. His family is moving to Florida because his younger brother Charlie has gotten a scholarship there. Charlie is a very talented tennis player. The next day while packing, Charlie drops his suitcase, and from that suitcase they find one of his father's shirts. Seeing that shirt, Jake is reminded of his late father. He is angry at his father because the day his father died he was with him in the car. His father was really drunk, so Jake offered to let him drive, but he did not agree and continued to drive Trump. They got into an accident and his father died. Jake blames himself for his father's death. Thinks that if he had driven the car the day his father would still have been with them. This drunk driving accident is also the subject of typing from his other classmates. So Jake writes useless stuff on his father's box after moving to the new city. He joins a new school, and when he is in the backyard of the school he finds a student named Max being badly beaten up by some other students. He tries to let it go but ends up moving forward to seeing the boy. But when he tries to intervene he is told off by Max and his friends as the bowl he was actually a semi-sanctioned mixed martial arts fight. There's a girl named Fine. Jake's class. During the class Ba is asked a question that she is unable to answer. And then she goes on to answer the same question. The two talk after the class is over and shake hands up, developing a crush on the girl. The next day at school Max comes to him. They start talking and Max tells him about what his video is going viral in the school. He now has a rising reputation with his students at his new school due to the internet video of him when he was a football player at his previous school, fighting with a frustrated opponent who made derogatory remarks about his father. Jake is now famous in his new school as everyone has watched the video. The girls know him as a figure of aggression. Now one day after school when she is headed home he runs in the bar who invite him to a party that evening. He gets ready and do it to the party. Ryan is also the classmate. Ryan is a really popular Buena school as he is the MMA champion there, an awesome boss boyfriend. Ryan welcomes Jake into his home and went off and make the square. He challenges Jake to a fight. Ryan is a good fighter and he always wants to be the best at what he does. Everyone at the party is really excited to see them fight. Initially refusing to fight, Jake readily agrees to fight Ryan when he makes fun of his father's death. As a fight begins, Ryan has an upper hand and goes on to beat the shit out of Jake. Throughout the fight is filmed and posted online, becoming a cause of humiliation for Jake. Out of school, can you school down? He goes home with blood and bruises on his face and his brother sees him. He tells Charlie not to tell their mother about it. Charlie says that he does not need to tell her because she is going to see his face for herself. After this incident, Jake stops going to school. Max comes to see him at his house and suggests he start training and even offers to take him to the coach. He himself trains with Jake, agrees, and Max takes into the fighting club, retrains with a man named Gene Roca. It is revealed reigns with a man named Gene Roca. It is revealed in Brooklyn Self was a great fighter in his time. He lost Jake to join the club. After that, Bar goes to Jake's house to see him. Because he has not been going to school for days now, he is however angry about her, because she invited into the party just to set up a fight against her boyfriend. And now Jake has lost a fight and then humiliated. She however tells him that she did not know things will go down that road. Jake's instructor starts to train him, and he tells him that he is very strict when it comes to discipline and rules. He has a rule that forbid his students to fight outside the club. Brookwood tells Jake that if he gets into a fight outside his club, he will be expelled from his club. Jake agrees, and when he gets home at night his mother asked him about the money he withdrew from their account. He tells her that he has joined a fighting club, but it does not sit well with his mother because she does not want him to get into the fighting business. She is angry at him, but he is now adamant and continues to train with his instructor. His instructor used to be a great fighter, but deep down he seems very unsatisfied and sad. However, he does not share his grief. Anyone Jake finally goes to school, but he still ignores Baha, but she wants to get close to him. She tries to make amends with him by apologizing for a role in a fight between him and Ryan. But Jake refuses to forgive her. When Ryan shows no remorse for his fight with Jake or sadistic tendencies, Bar breaks up with him, which Ryan responds by aggressively grabbing her. When she tries to intervene to protect Baha, Ryan insults him about his father again and leaves at practice. Jake is still furious over what happened and is told by Real Quick to leave the gym. Until it cools off. Riding back from the gym with Max, he stops the car on the road and ends up getting into a road race wrong with a group of men. Jake beats a group of men very badly and Max films the video. The video circulates around the school and raises Jake's social status. Check is famous at his school yet again, but Ryan is not happy about it at all. When he's had enough of it, he decides that he is just not going to sit back on Shake Hearts all the attention. He goes on the corner Jake in the bathroom and beat him up, or he challenges in to compete in the beat down, which is an underground finding tournament, and Ryan is the reigning champion. Jake go to Max and ask him about the beat down, who tells him everything there is to know about it, and makes Jake understand what it's about. A lot of big fighters come to fight there, and a fight ends only by an Oscar. Jake's instructor, on the other hand, learns about him getting into a fight outside the gym. He gets really angry at him for breaking the most basic rule of the club, rule to which Rockwith makes no compromise. So he kicks him out right away. He makes it abundantly clear to Jake that he is not allowed to come back to his club in the evening. When Shake is in the market, he runs into Real Quick and they talk about Jake's dad. He tells his instructor how his father died in a car accident when he was driving Mom Trump. He explains all the other boys always pick on him about not being able to see his father that night. Jake also tells him what happened at that party and how he was beaten up by Ryan. Not once but twice. Brookwith starts feeling bad for the boy and being empathetic with him. He welcomes him back to the club and starts training him with even more determination. Who is the lover in the story? The story is still the same. There's a little paradox to blame. But didn't know temperature into me. Do you want it darker? We kill the flag. It's a little bit young. I'm ready. Hello, play the holy name in the human frame. You want a darling. We kill the flame. And one day when they're out jogging, Jake's instructor tells him about his family. Brooklyn tells that he had a younger brother who was an excellent mixed martial arts. One day in a bar, and local bully mouth off of young Joseph, who was about to fight the bully himself. His brother won the bronze only to be shot and killed by the bully's friends. Rock's father blames him for permitting the situation to escalate into violence, which could have been avoided. Brooklyn left home over that, and it's not seen his father or even set foot in Brazil. For the past 7 years he tells Jake that he does not know how to face his father after letting him down in such a heartbreaking manner. One day, Jake's mother goes to his gym and pays his fee for the next 2 months. This implies that she does not have a problem with him fighting anymore. Brookwood also sees her and tells her that she has got a good son. Elsewhere, Jake goes to see Bar and apologizes for ignoring her. They express their feelings for each other and start a relationship. Max then receives a message on his mobile and learns that the beatdown is a few days away. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to watch more video like this. See you next time. Movie Lovers Recap.